Canine formulas. This very, very special little pack of 5 formulas has been carefully researched and created to support little puppies whenever they are undergoing any form of therapy, treatment, vaccination, or any form of operation as well. Puppies are very vulnerable, and I've done some interesting research with various vets who've supplied me with the puppy vaccines. And so what I've done is I've created formulas that support these puppy vaccines. I'm going to just talk you through them very quickly. First of all, DHPPL is an interesting vaccine for puppies. It's the combination vaccine, which of course includes dog distemper, influenza, and also hepatitis. It's quite a complicated vaccination, and sometimes puppies do feel quite vulnerable after this vaccination. So the puppy formula number 1, DHL-PPI support, is very useful indeed. The second little one in this pack is called DD, dog distemper. And this is very intriguing because I've worked with quite a lot of specialists and doctors, and one of them in particular was interesting because he advised me that dog distemper was a type of dog measles. And frankly speaking, the puppies do have a tough time with this vaccine as well. So I love this second formula, and it could be used, it doesn't have to be for puppies, all dogs when they're vaccinated. In fact, the third of the formulas is lepto. And of course that's important too, especially when dogs rush around in the countryside. And of course that's a form of bacteria, very serious illness, which occurs as a result of rat droppings. And then of course rabies. Now, frankly speaking, if you live abroad, you are obliged to have the rabies vaccine. If you're likely to take your animal abroad, you have to have a rabies vaccine. And this is very important, but it's quite an aggressive vaccination, and so rabies, the fourth formula, which supports this vaccine, is very helpful indeed. The fifth little formula in the pack is called mites, dog mites. Dog mites can be incredibly irritating, and often dogs who do have mites scratch and bite and scratch, and they often bite and scratch their skin to the point of almost bleeding. It can be incredibly annoying, and frankly speaking, it's a good idea to treat the mites, because if your puppy's running around and you've got carpets and little children, they can pick this up as well. Of course, this little pack is advised as a 5-month treatment whenever you have a puppy. It can be taken 1 formula each month for the 5 months, and thereafter that you don't really need it again. On the other hand, some dog owners, every time they vaccinate their dogs, they like to use dog support, canine support. This formulation is used alongside the tree formulas and the flower formulas and the animal formulas. Our new range of animal formulas are called AF1, very powerful formula, and I've written and talked about this a great deal. This is a very special formulation for animals when they've been shocked or operated on. The second animal formula is called AF2, spiritual calm, and it's for animals that have been seriously traumatized or very anxious or have sort of complications with their spiritual integrity. The third formula for the animals is called Breathe Freely, and this is very important indeed for animals, especially for dogs with kennel cough. This formula is often used when animals are restricted or housebound or left on loan for very long times, and this can be tiresome, and it can it can impact on the animal's immune systems. Likewise, we have our fourth animal formula is called Emotional Immunity, and it's a very special formula for the immune system. And then finally, Structural Integrity, number 5, which is a broad spectrum support for any form of gelding operations or any form of accident or stress in the back legs or the lower spine of your dog. So there's a lot of support for animals in our therapy, and I do hope that you will find that our puppy formulation is useful and supportive of your puppies.